let it count down to get to 8, 9. Okay. Good afternoon. I hope everyone, well, I know everyone had a great lunch because whether that be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, you're always consuming. So I hope everyone had a great self-care time. If you weren't sitting down during lunch, you were at least digesting your environment, your surroundings, cleansing your aura, absorbing positive frequencies and vibrations from everyone surrounding you, or if no one's surrounding you, from your ancestors, from your spirit guides, from your tarot deck, from your crystals and gems, from the birds. Today we're gonna be extending on the limits of astrology, going to more cosmic, using the notes. Look at my phone screen. I need to get a new phone background. Goku been peeled off, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, let me set some boundaries real quick. I'm working on boundaries real quick for engagement and interaction purposes, for everyone that wants to give their or decides to give their unsolicited opinion, or has the thought, or is influenced, or to anyone that is influenced or has the intent of reaching out and expanding upon their knowledge. You can comment in the comment section, or DM me on Instagram. More likely to respond on Instagram, considering I don't scroll on there a lot. It's etheric_moss. You can follow my TikTok for more of breakdowns and disclaimer of this topic. But anyways, like I said, boundaries. I need to work on personal boundaries for oversharing and things of that nature, because my Cancer Sun is I'm now aware with my progressed Leo Sun in the 12th house about what oversharing for the sake of an ego or receiving something versus what's actually assisting, and what's more private and valued in my private life. Like even sharing that, you know what I'm saying? That's just a thought form that passes through, you know what I'm saying? And just want you to feel comfortable as I'm comfortable sharing this on this live. You can be comfortable. Hold on, let me pull out the protection charm, you know what I'm saying? It's tucked away. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to indigenous, to the ancestors. First 10 minutes is this intro. Next 20 minutes, main content. Final 10 minutes. That's if I'm journaling. So time limits. This is all Virgo associated related stuff. Engagement cues. But I'm not doing that for the here and now. But yeah, any trolls, any unsolicited advice, any bickering, arguments, or disagreements within the live, save that for after the live that y'all can have. I invite y'all to have y'all's own open panel, or invite me on an open panel if you have any disgruntled opinions. Make sure you channel and more prosperingly direct or infuse or weave or sow that energy in a more productive way, and in a more manipulative way. You know what I'm saying? Manipulating, if you're manipulating yourself, that would be your light body manipulating your shadow stuff, which is having a balanced conversation with integration. So let's get to it. I have swapped from the Greek zodiac signs to the 72 Goetia spirits. These spirits govern their own legions, up to 72 legions, up to 30 legions, up to 600 legions, each individual entity. So I'm going to read down the list of these in place of the zodiac signs. So here we go. I'm going to do decans first, and then I'm going to do the actual. So 0 5 degrees of Aries is Baal, invisibility, subduing enemies. So that you can write these down or you can do your research. 5 to 10 degrees, Agares, bringer of speed and action, calms chaos. Second decan of Aries, Visago, discernment, uncovering the past and future. Visago, 10 to 15. 15 to 20 degrees, Gamagan, wisdom, learning, especially in matters of the dead. Third decan, 20 to 25 degrees, Marbos, transformation, health, and understanding hidden knowledge. 25 to 30 degrees, Valifor, skill and theft, guiding in risky ventures. Taurus, first decan, Goetic spirit, Amen, reconciliation, finding lost items. 0 to 5 degrees. Barbados, connection to nature, understanding animal voices, 5 to 10 degrees. Second decan, 10 to 15, Buer, healing, moral philosophy. 15 to 20 degrees, Gushin, clarity and decisions, reconciling differences. Third decan of Taurus, 20 to 5 degrees, Citri, love and attraction, controlling desire. 25 to 30 degrees, Belith, mastery of music, controlling emotions. Gemini, first decan, Larege, skill in battle, disputes and tactics, 0 5 degrees. 5 to 10 degrees, Eligos, hidden knowledge, leadership and war. Second decan, 10 to 15 degrees, Separ, attraction, love and lust. 15 to 20 degrees, Botis, reconciliation, understanding of complex relationships. Third decan, 20 to 25 degrees, Bathon, travel and astral projection. 25 to 30 degrees, Salos, love and relationships, calming conflicts. Cancer, first decan, 0 5 degrees, Person, divination, finding hidden treasures. 5 to 10 degrees, Marax, wisdom, astrology, and alchemy. Second decan, 10 to 15 degrees, Ippos, memory and insight, clarity and emotions. 15 to 20 degrees, Aim, power over fire, illuminating hidden truths. Third decan, 20 to 25 degrees, Nabirius, eloquence, restoration of lost honor. 25 to 30 degrees, Glacia Labos, insight into enemies, prophetic dreams. Leo, first decan, 0 5 degrees, Bune, wealth and eloquence, control over spirits. 5 to 10 degrees, Ronov, knowledge of languages and persuasion. Second decan, Barrett, 10 to 15 degrees, alchemy, transmutation of metals. 15 to 20 degrees, Astaroth, knowledge of past, present, and future. Third decan, 20 to 25 degrees, 25 degrees, Foros, wisdom, strength, and eloquence. 25 to 30 degrees, Asmodee, mastery over arts and crafts, control of elements. Virgo, 0 5 degrees, first decan, Gaab, teleportation, knowledge of hidden things, analytical mind, and pursuit of perfection. 5 to 10 degrees, Furfur, love and storms, controls of emotion. Second decan, 10 to 15 degrees, Malfest, building and architecture, planning, practical meticulousness. 15 to 20 degrees, Halfest, protection and fortification, spiritual armor. Third decan, 20 to 25 degrees, Balaam, knowledge of future events and visibility. 25 to 30 degrees, Aloces, astronomy and liberal arts. Libra, first decan, 0 5 degrees, Came, understanding animal languages, conflict resolution. 5 to 10 degrees, Murmur, understanding the dead and necromancy. Second decan, Orobos, 10 to 15 degrees, honesty, loyalty, and faithfulness. Grimory, 10 to 15 to 20 degrees, love and lust, divining the future. Third decan, 20 to 25 degrees, Oshay, master of transformation, bringing clarity. 25 30 degrees, Amy, alchemy, hidden knowledge. Scorpio, first decan, 0 5 degrees, Vine, power to reveal hidden things, uncovering lies and secrets. 5 to 10 degrees, Bifrons, necromancy, bringing clarity from the dead. Second decan, 10 to 15 degrees, View all, influence in matters of love, reconciling lovers. 15 to 20 degrees, High Agenti, alchemy, transformation, and wisdom. Third decan, Scorpio, 20 to 25 degrees, Crocel, insight into the mystical, control over water. 20 to 25 degrees, Furcus, wisdom and divination, skilled in philosophy. Sagittarius, first decan, 0 5 degrees, Andres, master of tactics, causing discord among enemies. 5 to 10 degrees, Flores, protection from enemies, revealing hidden truths. Second decan, 10 to 15 degrees, Angelphus, master of geometry, astrology, and astronomy. 15 to 20 degrees, Chimeras, mastery over travel, teaching languages. Third decan, 20 to 25 degrees, the Caribbean, power over birds, divination through nature. 20 to 25 degrees, Seer, time, manipulation, quick movement. Capricorn, first decan, 0 5 degrees, Dentalion, mind reading, influence over thoughts. 5 to 10 degrees, Andromelius, returner of stolen goods, protection from thieves. Aligns with Capricorn. He aligns with Capricorn. Second decan. Be right back. Come on. Inducius, control over sound and music. Inducius, second decan. 10 to 20, 15 to 20 degrees. Bellio, influence over government, wealth, and power. Ambition, pursuit of authority. 15 to 20 degrees. 30 decan. 20 to 25 degrees. Sagan, transformation of metals, wisdom, and alchemy. 25 to 30 degrees. Valat, divining, hidden treasures, fighting serpents. Aquarius, first decan, 0 to 5 degrees. Phoenix, creativity, poetic inspiration. 5 to 10 degrees. High Genti, alchemy, turning base metals into gold. Second decan, 10 to 15 degrees. Folklore, command over winds and seas, calmness and conflict. 15 to 20 degrees. Vapor, influence over the sea, granting safe passage. Third decan, 20 to 25 degrees. Sapnok, building fortifications, protection. 25 to 30 degrees. Shocks, disruption and deception of enemies. Pisces, first decan, 0 to 5 degrees. Aim, bringer of fire, clarity, uncovering secrets. 5 to 10 degrees. Fornius, master of rhetoric, influencing people. Second decan, 10 to 15 degrees. Marcosius, fighting abilities, protection. 15 to 20 degrees. Stolus, teaching. Third decan, 20 to 25 degrees. Stolus, teaching astronomy and herbs, insight into spiritual esoteric knowledge. 25 to 30 degrees. Arobus, 20 legions, provides truthful answers, reveals the future. And these are the legions. Excuse me. And these are the number of legions that these Goetic spirits from the lesser keys of Solomon rule over. And then I will play the my short from TikTok with how this applies to astrology. And then I'll read from my notes again about the different strategies, how I reach the decan. All right. Baal, ruler of 66 legions. Agares, 31 legions. Basago, 26 legions. Yamagan, 30 legions. Marbas, 36 legions. Velafor, 10 legions. Amen, 40 legions. Barbados, 30 legions. Payment, 200 legions. Buer, 50 legions. Gushan, 45 legions. Citri, 60 legions. Belith, 85 legions. Laray, 30 legions. Eligos, 60 legions. Separ, 26 legions. Boulder, 60 legions. Bathan, 30 legions. Salos, 30 legions. Person, 22 legions. Mayrox, 30 legions. Epos, 36 legions. Aim, 26 legions. Tiberius, 19 legions. Glacial Labolas, 36 legions. Bune, 30 legions. Ronov, 19 legions. Bareth, 26 legions. Astroth, 40 legions. Fornius, 29 legions. Forest, 29 legions. Asmodee, 72 legions. Gaab, 66 legions. Furfur, 26 legions. Marcosius, 30 legions. Stolus, 26 legions. Phoenix, 20 legions. Halphus, 26 legions. Malphus, 40 legions. Ram, 30 legions. Folklore, 30 legions. Repar, 29 legions. Sapnok, 50 legions. Shax, 30 legions. Vine, 36 legions. Bifron, 60 legions. Uval, 37 legions. Hagenti, 33 legions. Crosel, 48 legions. Furcus, 20 legions. Balam, 40 legions. Alexis, 36 legions. Kame, 30 legions. Murmur, 30 legions. Robus, 20 legions. Grimoires, 26 legions. O'Shea, 30 legions. Amy, 36 legions. Oriax, 30 legions. Vipula, 36 legions. Zagon, 33 legions. Valax, 30 legions. Andros, 30 legions. Harris, 36 legions. Andrealphus, 30 legions. Simius, 20 legions. Amdusius, 29 legions. Belial, 80 legions. Decarabia, 30 legions. Seer, 26 legions. Dantalion, 36 legions. Andromalius, 36 legions. These are the 72 Goetic spirits collectively governing a total of 6,660 legions of spirits. 666. This is your psyche. This is your psyche. As Bobby Hemmett, brother Hemmett, will say, this is 72 motherfuckers that live in your head of your psyche that you can call upon at will, command, demand, giving reverence and acknowledging as well. And going back again, let's go back to, if that's overthinking too much of the decans, it's the influences on a broader scale. It's leaving out some, of course. But Aries is Agares. Taurus is Buer. Agares, bold action and courage aligning with Aries. Buer, healing and philosophy resonating with Taurus, steady, nurturing. Gemini, Eligos, hidden knowledge and strategy, mirroring. Cancer, Person, divination and revealing secrets. Leo, Bune, wealth and eloquence. Virgo, Gaap, hidden knowledge and analysis. Libra, Grimory, love and divination, harmonizing. Scorpio, Vine, truth and revelation, capturing Scorpio. Sagittarius, Kimaris, travel and knowledge of languages. Capricorn, Zagon, transformation and wisdom. Aquarius, Astaroth, knowledge of science and arts. And Pisces, Murax, wisdom and astrology. And this is what brother Bobby Hemmett has to say. I just listed off the 72 goetic spirits that align with our psyche that collectively rule 6,666 legions. And 72 goetic spirits in your mind. These reside in the pineal gland that looks like a pine cone. And it looks like a pine cone because it's still a protective layer. That's not even the deepest layer. And this is what my TikTok had to read about the goetic spirits and aligning them with the 12 zodiac signs. I broke them down to the decans, and I just broke them down based off each zodiac sign. So when you hear the sun is in Aries, I'm gonna hear the sun is in Agares. When you hear Uranus is in Taurus, I'm gonna hear Uranus is in Boer. You hear Jupiter is in Gemini, I'm gonna hear Jupiter is in Eligos. You know what I'm saying? So expanding on and then you would expand or experience, and it's in retrograde, you expand the experience or look back on what energies do I play out through Eligos in my deep psyche, in my subconscious, in my shadow self with his legions. Hidden knowledge and strategy. Okay. Expanding or retrograde of Jupiter on hidden knowledge and strategy. Write the sigil. These are what they each have their own sigils. Let me pull it up. The sigils of each of these goetic spirits. They're on my TikTok as well. These are the sigils. It's a lot of drawing. I ain't gonna lie, just for one sigil. Like Fornius, imagine drawing that. But it's worth it when you set your intentions in your mind. These are the sigils. Swipe to another page. And you can write these. Like I said, I have it right here. Uranus and Taurus. But really it's going to be Uranus and Buer. So I have the sigil of Buer. Or the sun in Amy. So I have the sigil of Amy. Saturn. Yeah, Saturn in Marcasias. So I'm gonna explain. You see, I'm explaining. All right. I'm gonna let brother Hemmett explain as well.
The greater key of Solomon's astrology, the lesser key is these low spirits called Loa in Bodon. The lesser key of Solomon is higher than the greater key of Solomon because astrology is only talking about an astronomical cycle. This is our true self. Now let me explain this to you.
I'll play one more time.
The greater key of Solomon's astrology, the lesser key is these low spirits called Loa in Bodon. The lesser key of Solomon is higher than the greater key of Solomon because astrology is only talking about an astronomical cycle. This is our true self. Now let me explain this.
As he explains it. So, and this is how you can use the goetic spirits and allow them to use you as well. Use each other synonymous. Let me see. Okay. Okay. This is how you can use them. This is how I'm aligning myself. So, all right. So, zodiac representation. Each zodiac sign is traditionally connected to specific planets, energies, and archetypes. You could assign particular goetic spirits to each sign based on these correspondences. Higher octave alignment. The goa octave spirits represent different layers of consciousness or inner drives that manifest on the higher octave through the zodiac signs. For instance, if a goetic spirit demon is associated with creativity and innovation, and don't be scared by the word demon and demonic, it's within you, right? And you can map the 72 spirits through astrological degrees. There are 360 degrees in the zodiac. So this is 30 degrees per sign. So dividing these 360 degrees by the 72 goetic spirits gives you 5 degrees per spirit. Assign 5 degrees to each spirit. The energy or influence of each goetic spirit could govern a specific degree decan. They create many transits. Work with decans. Each sign has 3 decans and each associated with different planetary rulers. You can overlay the goetic spirits. Determine astrological transits linked to goetic energies. Planetary movements focus on the planet transit through these 5 degree zones. When a planet like Mars moves through the degrees associated with the goetic spirit, you can view this as activating that spirit's influence in a higher refined way. Personal traits. Use your natal chart to see how goetic energies influence you at certain points in your life. If a personal planet is conjunct a point associated with goetic spirit, you could work with that energy for specific esoteric practices, spiritual growth, or shadow work. Create your own cycles. Astral lunar cycles. Track the moon as it moves through the zodiac, particularly when it crosses the degree links to specific goetic spirits. The moon's phases can act as times for invoking, releasing, or harmonizing the energy of the associated spirit. Releasing or harmonizing. I like releasing. You can release this certain trait that might be heightened and cast it out into the shadow realm for that particular time. For instance, new moon. New moon is going to be debilitated or fallen in Scorpio. So you can release that Scorpionic energy from you and resonate more with that Taurus energy or Buer energy. Retrogrades incorporate goetic spirits into your natal chart. And use fixed stars for higher goetic octaves. Goetic spirits are seen as having less dense manifestations. You could also map them to fixed stars, which are seen as higher cosmic forces beyond the regular zodiac. These stars are often associated with specific spiritual energies that can serve as points of connection between the zodiac and the Goetia. Now, check this out. Now, okay. The zodiac astrology is Greeked out, and the Titans were Greek, philosophy as well. So, I'm going to break down the symbolism, the meaning of why we are extending this. Oh, okay. 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 Let me get the description. Let's turn off the sound. Okay. Like I said, the sun, the moon, the Venus, Uranus, these are all personal planets, personal transits. I'm gonna come back to this. I'm gonna explain how these squares correlate through astrology. Allegorical interaction. Say, for example, Stolas representing deep introspective spiritual knowledge, and the Phoenix, a spirit of outward expression, and Phoenix, the spirit of outward expression and creative fire, find themselves in tension. Stolas wants to guide from a place of internal wisdom and quiet study, while Phoenix pushes for open transformation and expressive change. Narrative conflict. This is a square. I'm mapping out a square for put a planet. Say a planet is in Stolas, and then another planet is in Phoenix, whatever. So Stolas might warn Phoenix, Phenex, of the dangers of rushing into transformation without deep reflection, emphasizing the need to know the deeper forces at play, astronomy, before acting. Phoenix, on the other hand, might accuse Stolas of being too passive, too reliant on understanding rather than action. Phoenix might argue that to know without doing is pointless outcome. Through this tension, Stolas learns to incorporate more action into their wisdom, learning that sometimes change requires risk. Phoenix, in turn, learns that without a foundation of knowledge, creative acts can be reckless. Together, they achieve a higher level of understanding where spiritual wisdom is both felt and expressed through creative action. Sorry. Sorry. Shout out to the second person joining the shout. All right. So we're talking about a square between the goetic spirits that represent our inner psyche, the lesser key of Solomon, the 72 goetic spirits that Solomon worked with. The lesser key of Solomon is greater than the higher key of Solomon, which is astrology, because astrology maps out the cycles of the planets and the rotations. And yes, we have our natal charts. So the natal chart is more of our character, our personality, and our egos. Goetic spirits are our psyche, our subconscious, our shadow self, the passed down generational curses, generational spirits, or benefits, because everything doesn't have to be a curse that's generational, that's passed down, like inheritances and things of that nature. So, um, example, a square, we talk about square. A square between Orobus, representing Pisces, and Valifar, representing Gemini. So Saturn in Orobus, Gemini in and Valifar. Orobus offers truth, reveals the future, and provides guidance, embodying the ideal of integrity and divine truth, aligned with Pisces' mystical and spiritual energy. Valifar is a cunning thief known for his cleverness and strategy, symbolizing the use of trickery or deception, aligned with Gemini dualistic and intellectual energy. Allegorical interaction. Orobus might represent the unwavering truth, while Valifar represents the cunning and strategic manipulation of reality. Orobus upholds the truth that is scared and must be preserved, while Valifar argues that life is about navigating the gray areas, sometimes blending truth for survival or success. Narrative conflict. Orobus, a paragon of truth, cannot understand Valifar's willingness to bend or hide the truth, accusing him of leading souls astray. Valifar, however, sees Orobus as naive, believing that in the mortal world, rigid truth without flexibility leaves one vulnerable. Outcome. In their conflict, Orobus realizes that in some situations, adaptability is needed to protect the larger truth, while Valifar learns that manipulating truth without a guiding principle leads to chaos. Together, they create a dynamic tension that balances truth with the necessity of strategy, leading to wisdom that incorporates both integrity and adaptability. The conflict, that's it. Opposite agendas forces a compromise or synthesis, leading to growth on both sides. Boom. Boom. Thank y'all for sitting. Hold on. Okay. Now, moving on. So, by the action I am taking, we're moving on to the transference of the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Uranus. The Greek philosophy of the planets, and moving them, adjusting them, realigning and assigning them with their primordial, more, you could say African culture, or you could just say the culture of the world, of the natives, of the Aborigines, original to Greek, European, or Germanic philosophy or indoctrination of adding anthropomorphized characteristics to, these spirits. Because Olympians are Orisha spirits that you go into the, when they say go into the light and you reincarnate back down here, there's a reason Olympus is in the clouds on the mount, or the demiurges that envelop themselves in the peace of the universe. This ain't that. These are a part of the broadening universe, the broadening, but they're not claiming. So this is more primordial and chaotic energy. So by restoring the Titan's energies in astrology, we might regain insights into how these elemental forces shaped ancient civilizations' views of the universe. It will shift astrological readings to be more reflective of spiritual progression and cosmic alignment, rather than the psychological focus that Olympian deities brought to the tradition, to the ego. This approach can also reconnect with lost knowledge from early spiritual systems such as the Babylonian and Sumerian astrological traditions, which emphasize cosmic order over individualized personality traits. Babylonian influence. Babylonians associated planetary gods with cosmic events. Their astrology was much very tied to the divine, where planetary gods like Marduk, Jupiter, held sway over entire civilizations. Sumerian influence now. The Sumerians saw celestial bodies as deities with direct influence over the mortal world. These gods were often seen as primordial forces. Yes, and to more of the notes. Shape civilizations. Okay. 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 And we're gonna break down each one. Do 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 do. Gonna find these. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. All right. The sun. Starting with the sun. The sun, originator or birther, the Titans. We are the Titans. We are the cast out. We were our energies, our chaotic energies that were bound into these vessels. That the ancestors were bound into their vessels. You might hear some that say the ancestors aren't as important, or you don't know your ancestors. Even some that might say fuck your ancestors. Like, because in general, yeah, it's like fuck them and respect them and acknowledge them. A segment. But at the same time, that's just their egos. That's just their mental forms. We can't hold them to that. Much like we want our children to hold us to our egos. We want to be held to our more spiritually enlightened selves. And on a healthy spectrum, where there's healthy integration, we want to be looked at for our mistakes too, for our shadows, for things we intentionally did, and not just blaming it on, our shadow selves, like, oh, I was under a love spell or some voodoo shit from the past. This is broadening the awareness. So we have, saying primordial chaotic gods, saying titans, not gods, titans, primordial beings. So we have Hyperion, Hyperion, Hyperion in place of the sun. Hyperion, the titan of light, represents cosmic consciousness and divine radiance. His influence governs not only physical light, but the spiritual illumination that permeates the universe. This eternal light transcends the ego or attention, acting as the source of all creation. No, Hyperion's legacy flows into the sun's role in our understanding, symbolizing the will to manifest and sustain life through divine purpose. Phoebe, the moon, goddess of the moon, goddess of the moon. Phoebe, titaness of prophecy and intuition, governs the moon's reflective mystical power. She represents the subtle cycles of inner knowledge and psychic awareness that guide the free soul. The phases of the moon mirror Phoebe's influence over cosmic wisdom and emotional depth, allowing individuals to tap into the deeper layers of their unconsciousness for spiritual growth. Ceus, Ceus, cautious or Ceus, ruler over Mercury, the Titan of intellect and celestial navigation, extends his influence over cosmic knowledge and deeper communication. His dominion allows for the exploration of hidden truths and the charting of the unknown, both in the physical cosmos and spiritual realms. What we perceive as Mercury's role in communication is but a fragment of Ceus' vast wisdom, which reveals layers of transformation and insight. Venus, Tethys over Venus, Tethys, the mother of creation, embodies the cosmic flow that nurtures all life, while Dion represents the primordial force of love and connection. Together, they govern the universal principles of attraction and balance, ensuring that cosmic cohesion remains intact. The Venus we know is just a reflection of Tethys' deeper role, as she propels the force that binds the cosmos in perfect harmony, from the gravitational pulls of celestial bodies to the metaphysical ties of spiritual energies. Menadius, in placement of Mars. Menadius, the titan of strength and confrontation. Menadius represents the raw strength, physical prowess, and aggressive confrontation associated with Mars. This connection emphasizes the powerful warrior-like aspects of the Mars archetype, embodiment of action. Like Mars, Menadius signifies action, energy, and the drive to overcome obstacles, making him a fitting representation in the context of Mars placements. Kronos with a C, not Kronos with a K. Kronos with a C, because there's two, Father Saturn or Mother Saturn, depending on what perspective and meditation practices you're doing. Let me see what happens. I'll flip it down. Yeah, flip it up, flip it down. You know what I'm saying? Kronos, titan of time and cycles, oversees the grand infinite workings of existence. His dominion is not merely about the passage of human time, but the unfolding of cosmic eras. The role of Jupiter as the planet of expansion and wisdom stems from Cronus' influence, where the cycles of time allow for continuous growth, learning, and transformation across the universe. Okay, Kronos with a K. Over Saturn. Wait, is this Kronos? Let me see. Kronos with a K. Jupiter. Yes, Kronos with a K. Kronos with a K reigns, the other aspect of Saturn, reigns as the ruler of time, also carries the responsibility of maintaining order in the cosmos. Saturn's lesson of discipline, structure, and boundaries echo this large responsibility as Kronos holds dominion over the external laws that govern both physical reality and spiritual destiny. The harsh lessons of Saturn reflect the need for universal balance. Uranus, the titan of the heavens, represents the infinite potential of the universe. His influence extends over the expansion of consciousness and the unknown territories of existence. The upheavals and innovations attributed to Ronald's modern understanding merely reflections of his primordial role in pushing the boundaries of cosmic reality, bringing forth new possibilities from the unknown. Oceanus, the titan of cosmic waters, governs the infinite and mystical depths of the universe. His influence is seen in Neptune's association with dreams and spiritual exploration. But Oceanus' reach extends much deeper, representing the boundless flow of cosmic energy that connects all things. Neptune's dreamy, ethereal qualities are a mere whisper of Oceanus' vast control over the flow of cosmic consciousness and spiritual truth. Epidus over Pluto. Epidus is the titan of life, death, and transformation. Represents the deep mysteries that govern the cycles of existence. The energy of Pluto associated with transformation and rebirth derives from Iapetus' cosmic role. His influence governs the necessary destruction and renewal processes that sustain the universe. The death and rebirth experienced on an individual level are part of a greater cosmic cycle of transformation overseen by Epidus. And these are the sigils. If you want to write these down, these are the sigils. Hold on, I'll just take a picture and put it in the community chat, in the community chat, collective chat. So let's break these down now into the astrological. How this is going to look for astrological readings. Still working on aspects because it's still live information, like the sun in Scorpio, moon in Libra right now. We can say, okay, taking power control over the dynamics of our relationships and how we are willing to compromise to keep the peace, or compromise and be fixated and obsessed in revealing the truth on one side of Libra, so that we can use that transformative experience to transform our values, but with Hyperius and Amy, which is Scorpio, and Phoebe in, I didn't write that down because Phoebe is ever changing. Let me look at the Goetia. I gotta go back to my notes and constantly relook over this. And Phoebe in Phoebe would be in the first decan or second decan or whatever. Let me see. Y'all all right? Your body stretched out real good. Your mind stretched out real good. Real open. Receive this knowledge. I'm not going too fast, am I? So you can write this down and you're not missing out on anything. Shout out to the one viewer, loyal viewer. All right. Here we are. Moon is in the first decan, so 6 degrees. So in the first, also the first 0.5 degrees or first decan is the most Libra of Libra. So is, first decan of Cancer, Scorpio, they're the most natural of that sign. You heard me? So this is gonna be, it's in 6 degrees. So this is gonna be Caim, Caim. Understanding animal languages and conflict resolution. So really it's actually quite simple. It's just the broader aspects. Where's Hyperion? Hyperion and Amy. So it's gonna be Hyperion and Amy, not sextile, but so we gotta do something else. We gotta do Hyperion and Amy trining Minotaurus in let me do first decan of Cancer as well, so we don't get lost in the decan. Finding hidden treasures. So actually Mars is in the third decan right now. Hold on. About to go in Leo. Glacial Labolis. So Hyperion and Amy sextiling Minotaurus, Hyperion and Amy, Hyperion and Amy trying Minotaurus in Glacial Labolis. So this is a trine. So taking action in revealing the hidden truth and the balance of the law dependent on the collective, right? Taking action and revealing cosmic justice, revealing hidden truths, because there are truths that are open and truths that are closed. There are yang truths and there are yin truths. That's a video. There are yang truths and there are yin truths. Truths that are hidden might be hidden from yourself, might be hidden from your relatives, might be hidden from your family, might be it's a Scorpion. So it might be protecting your family, it might be protecting yourself. As egotistical and personal as that may sound, I was hiding this truth from you to protect you. Right? Right? To you, to them, it's a hidden truth. To you, it's a concealed truth. It's not even a truth. You think of a truth, you think of the opposite of a lie. So you must be thinking at some point, okay, I'm lying. That's how I'm able to pull out, okay, this is a truth. This is a truth that is hidden. Okay, it's hidden. It's not revealed. It's a blurred line. It's down the middle. That's a video. I'm excited when the freaking ancestors speak that energy. That's a hidden truth. The hidden truth is the blurred line from the synonymous of you having to tell a lie. So boom, you got that. Mars hasn't retrograde. It goes retrograde in Leo. So that hidden truth, see, being aware that you have a hidden truth, being aware that you are lying to yourself, and taking a perspective of how this other person might feel with what's Glacius Lobalis, the insight into enemies, prophetic dreams, that how this person might feel to a truth being hidden. So that you're going to be looking at, okay, this is a gift. This is a gift to reveal a hidden truth, reveal the blurred lines of the aspect, revealing that, hey, okay, when it comes to my passions, motivations, and desires, I have a desire right now to protect you from something. But with the Hyperion and Amy, what you're protecting them from, a light is being shined and it's being justified that, hey, having the insight into your enemy is having insight into your enemy, because they say keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. And ain't no enemy more closer to you than your shadow self. Ain't no enemy more closer to you than someone that both of you guys have both y'all's lights. Ain't no closer enemy than when your light starts shining brighter than theirs. Because you can look at them and you see, okay, this person is envious of me. They're going to be envious of me because my light's shining. And you're an enemy as well. Because if you didn't have an ego, you wouldn't be aware that, my light is shining brighter than your light. And so that person is going to be looking at you like, okay, he's getting a big head. Now he's looking at me like I can't keep up. Now he's looking at me like I'm going to try to take advantage of him because he got something that he perceives that I want. Right? It's just messy. Grand Water Trine is messy. Sun in Scorpio, move. This is Mars in Cancer, Saturn in Pisces. And you see how much messier that got? Do you see how much messier? You see how chaotic this video just got? When we're introducing the Titans, that's where you need to be at. not knowing for sure. Gnosis, knowledge is power, but having too much power in Scorpio season, you're gonna be stinging yourself and you'll be stinging others. You'll be stinging yourself and stinging others with too much knowledge, too much getting lost in the sauce. It's messy. So it keeps you on your toes, though. It keeps you knowing the cyclical nature, keeps you grateful, keeps you appreciative, keeps you sowing your seeds. You can only pay attention to yourself. And you can also, you being the spiritually above, you guys need to have that conversation, thinking for yourself and others, being a spiritual ancestor. Even if you're in a lesser position, thinking for yourself and others. So with this person thinking that, hey, yo, man, I'm thinking like we cool, right? You're not gonna be envious and try to take food off my plate. I don't see you as somebody that, hey, they need to keep up. They're not doing enough. I see it as a duration of time where past a certain diverge. So that person's like, yeah, I was curious if you were gonna see me as falling behind, if you were gonna see me as something that we've always done, that we've always had our petty issues. If you're going to make it on the bigger scale, like me taking food off your plate, ha, ha, ha. But now you're in the bigger status. Me taking food off your plate is going to be a bigger issue than it actually is versus you just making this boundary and letting me know. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, and if it was the sun in Scorpio, tell me this. Sun in Scorpio, Mars and Mars in Cancer. Mars is asleep. So this person, this nefarious person, in working with their Goetic spirit, in working with their glacial labelos, they're having dreams. They're having dreams of the future, dreams of dreaming. You know what I'm saying? Dreams about their passions and the motivations and desires during this time period, because the third decan before it goes into Leo. Have dreams, manifestations from your ancestors. They're working with their Goetic spirit, taking power control during their rituals and spells. And the other person is the Hyperion and Amy in the sun. You know what I'm saying? And Amy, like I said, Amy is about revealing hidden truth, revealing balance, revealing deeper laws. Where's Amy? Let's go. Gotta go scroll down Scorpio. Amy. Hold on. Amy even in Scorpio. So what do I? Okay, this is Scorpio. What Libra? This was when Scorpio was in Scorpio was in Libra. No. Okay. Rewrite this, because Amy is the third. Okay, well, it doesn't. Amy is the very last decan, 25 to 30 degrees of Libra. So hidden knowledge. So boom, that's chaotic. Boom, Titans, chaotic. Throw it out the window. But don't forget that though. A hidden truth. You know that it's the truth because you know that you're telling a lie to protect someone. Which is really, ultimately, you might be protecting yourself. You're protecting your ego because you don't want to see that person hurt. Admirably. But given circumstances, situations, yada, 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 you know, this video might cut off in 5 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up because I don't have the longer than an hour thing. So, let's say Hyperion in what decan is it in right now. It doesn't matter. Because we're going to do the first decan, which is most scorpionic energy. Power to reveal hidden things, uncovering lies and secrets. Uncovering the lies. Hyperion and Vine, Trinan, Minotius and I'm going to have to write that down. I don't have a pen on me. But y'all see where I'm going with this. But I'm just going to... That's the aspects, right? But I'm just a beginner, so with this. So I'm still learning because it's a lot of chaos energy. It's a broadened cosmic. It's less personal. So you're more interested in the cosmic broadened what the collective and humanity is going through, then I'm your boy for whenever I decide to do this. However. So Hyperion in Vine, Scorpio in Hyperion in Vine, which is Scorpio in not Scorpio, Sun, Hyperion and Vine, Sun and Scorpio. Hyperion and Vine. Cosmic justice and ancient wisdom to reveal hidden things, uncovering lies and secrets. So Hyperion and Hyperion and Vine, Sun in Scorpio. Menoetius in Neberus is Mars in Cancer, last decade, Mars in Cancer. Prophetic dreams about your desires, motivations, and ambitions. Convenient that Mars is asleep. Tethys and Floros. That's Venus in. That was when Venus was in Scorpio. But Venus is in Sagittarius now, so have to update that. So it's gonna be Venus in Flores. Oh, we good. Venus in Flores. Venus and Flores. I mean, not Venus and Flores, but it's gonna be Tethys and Flores. Tethys and Flores is appreciating. I didn't write this down. Oh yeah, it is a safe space in learning, nurturing wisdom, and fertility of ideas, and time for new. Safe space for learning and nurturing wisdom, fertility of ideas. Chronos with a K, so Saturn in Pisces, Marcasias. Patience, a mastery of time and ambition, strength, loyalty, resilience, and challenges to build trust, and that authority that is willing to adapt and evolve. Oceanus and Vine, Neptune in the last 30 can of Pisces, Neptune and Pisces, Oceanus and Vine. Healing and expressing, open, healing expression, open to nurturing, transforming the natural rhythm and flow of knowledge. And like I said, I gave you the rundown in the beginning of this live. I gave the rundown of the goetic spirits that are aligned with the zodiac sign. See us and view all. See us and view all. Mercury in Scorpio, whatever. Communication that activates others to transform. Unveiling of cosmic motives rather than being overwhelmed. Seeing an opportunity and learning eloquently communication. Recognizing patterns of energies, behavior that need refinement. Iapetus invalid. Personal truth and self-mastery, loyal to journeys, ambition, and value, overcoming obstacles. So Pluto in Aquarius or whatever. Chronos in Bathan, Chronos with a C, Jupiter in Gemini. Timing, planning intentionally, the right moment, astral journey and timely discoveries, revisiting ideas, cyclic wisdom and navigation. And Uranus and Bella, revolutionizing connections, innovative thinking, evolving desire, fluidity of nature, liberation, emotions, unique desires, courage to explore, channeling ideas in relationships. That's it for that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in for another one. It's been great having you. Comment, subscribe, share this live with others. Share what you learned on your feed, TikTok, Instagram, Vine. Go ahead and tag me on these things. I'm looking at that's a stink bug, and that's a spider right here. Stink bug is climbing up. The spider's climbing up. Stink bug is stinking. This was fun. Peace, y'all. I'm ending the stream.